In the mid-90s, I was at my first restaurant, and I was reading an article that was about the James Beard Awards. I remember there was a little picture of Jacques Pepin in a tuxedo sitting next to Julia Child in a dress, and I ran down the street to the one guy around me that I thought would care as much as I did, and I said, look, they've got a Oscars for the food world. The James Beard Awards was at Lincoln Center for 25 years. And when I first went to the awards in 2010, it was amazing and it was exciting, but it felt a little bit like we were crashing someone else's party. 2 years ago, Rob Katz, my partner, and I were named finalists for Best Restaurateur in America. And Rob and I are rarely speechless, but afterwards we kind of both sat in our chairs facing each other with our heads in our hands. There were tears in my eyes. I called my mama.
Start it off,
You want me to start it off?
Yeah,
I'll start it off. Boca Restaurant Group was founded about 10 years ago. Our restaurants are centered around chefs and their identities and their food.
Chicago is the best city in the United States of America, and we're so happy to be doing what we're doing in the city that we love.
On a nightly basis, we throw a party, a bunch of people come, we clean it up, and then we do it again the next day. It's a fun business.
The way our company has evolved sort of happened organically.
Rob and I met about 11 years ago. It was a love connection, instantly.
We started Boca Restaurant.
And we were happy with the way it was going, but we were looking for something to kind of set us apart.
We talked about the future.
I was leaving a private club, and I started to brainstorm / daydream on the way home about what a perfect private club would be for me. And it's got all the obvious. It's got great hospitality, and it's got great food, and it's got this incredible design. But the difference for me would be it was something that actually fed your soul to the point that it would change your life, that it would affect your life in an incredibly positive way.
Love that stone,
Abrico, they're expensive.
but worth it.
But is that their tag?
Yeah.
Is that their ad?
Yeah.
Abrico, super frickin' expensive. But worth it.
Yeah.
It's the biggest restaurant that we've done in scale and in budget. Lastly, my first hero was my mom. She was the gold standard when it comes to hard work. I asked her for $5 to go to Dairy Queen in the summer of 1985, and she told me no. She explained to me that she told me to get a job at the beginning of the summer 3 weeks previous, that she didn't raise me to be lazy, and that just like God, she only helps those who help themselves. I had apartments that were smaller than this.
Oh, how the times have changed, Kevin.
Our great screenwriters, on the other hand, can grasp the language and words with such panache that their small creative quotes become tied to specific imagery forever. Wax on, wax off. May the force be with you. I see dead people. I'll have what she's having. Here's looking at you, kid. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Houston, we have a problem. There's no crying in baseball. Nobody puts baby in a corner. What living person do you most admire? My answer, the general manager of the Wendy's in Carlinville, Illinois in 1997. I was driving, I tell this story at every opening we do. I was driving from Springfield, Illinois to St. Louis to look at a restaurant in the winter of 1997. A chef friend and I peeled off to grab a quick burger at Wendy's in Carlinville, Illinois. So we walk in, and a woman's perched at the front of the restaurant just to greet guests. Gentlemen, welcome to Wendy's. I'd never seen a maitre d' at a fast food restaurant before. So naturally I was surprised. I said hello and then entered the line. And then the cashier proceeded to tell me in great compelling detail about their new spicy chicken sandwich like he was working at a 4-star restaurant. I ordered that spicy chicken sandwich and a water. My friend got the super bar. Wendy's used to have a bar with pasta and salad. The woman who was the greeter was also making sure that the pasta bar stayed immaculate, and at one point came by and she refilled our waters with a pitcher. It was at this point I turned to my friend Scott and said, "What the hell's going on?" My chef friend then asked if we were dining at a Michelin-starred Wendy's. I told him I did not think that existed. It inspired a discussion of how amazing this GM of this restaurant must be. And so we asked for the manager. He came out in a perfect Windsor knot and his Wendy's tie. And he said, "Gentlemen, how can I help you?" And I said, "Yeah, I just want to tell you, you have an amazingly well-run place. It's the best fast food restaurant I've ever dined at." And he said, "Well, as you can see, we're very proud of it." On the wall was a plaque. They were the #1 rated Wendy's in the United States. This guy was given the same Wendy's menu, the same Wendy's design, and was able to mine greatness out of it and even something unique out of it. There's so many lessons that I'm trying to convey when I tell that story. Greatness can be found in unusual places. Incredible leadership can move mountains. It goes on and on.